All right. Good morning, friends. Greetings and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I use nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and sometimes deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and health and well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That's why we're here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 29 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes, hypertension, obesity, skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds. Recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human biological system, the human body, is a healing system. It's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing, renewing, and regenerating system a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health and nutrition or prescription drugs, we are here for you. We welcome your calls. 844-236-6010 is our number. 844-236-6010. If you have questions about formulations, ingredients, the longevity products, skincare or skin health, the Truth Treatment products, if you have a success story, we love hearing those. And if you want to just contribute to the conversation, 844-236-6010 is our number. And if you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear advertised, you can head over to my blog, pharmacistben.com, criticalhealthnews.com, and brightsideben.com. You can order products off the website, or you can sign up to join the Brightside Ben team and make some money, earn yourself some thank you checks, help save lives, really. Not to mention, get your products at the wholesale price. You can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470 or sign up right from the websites, brightsideben.com, criticalhealthnews.com, and pharmacistben.com. And, of course, if you're interested in checking out our skin health products, truthtreatments.com. Truthtreatments.com. Also have a blog going there, too, truthtreatments.com. All right, we are talking fats and fatty hormones and inflammation and the immune system, all as it precedes chronic degenerative diseases, all of them, autoimmune diseases, heart diseases, diabetes, cancer, neurological diseases. Diseases that don't get better always are underlined or are understood in terms of inflammation and immunity. Behind all chronic degenerative diseases is inflammation and immunity. And given, or once you take into account the idea that there's always simple ideas behind complex phenomena, simple, basic building blocks behind what appears to be overwhelming complexity, you begin to understand why I say health is simple. Underneath, behind all chronic degenerative diseases, you'll find the same phenomena. You'll find inflammation. You'll find defense. Inflammation equals immunity equals defense. Chronic degenerative diseases of all kinds, from acne to eczema to cancer and heart disease, are the long-term manifestation of a defensive response. I know I say it every day. I'll continue to say it every day, because we get overwhelmed and we get bamboozled and we get tricked, and our doctors get tricked. And it's not about the individual doctors, because they're being fooled also. They really think they're helping people. Your specialist really thinks he's doing a good job. It's not him. It's the model. It's the paradigm. Once we understand that this thing is simple, we'll understand we could do this ourselves. CDD, chronic degenerative diseases, as opposed to acute diseases or infectious diseases or mechanical trauma. Chronic degenerative, long-term progressive disease is none of your doctor's business. It's none of the medical model's business. And I was listening to Bernie Sanders once again yesterday, and Hillary Clinton. Free health care for everybody. Universal health care. Health care is a right. This is the meme that you're going to start to hear. Once this primary thing is over with and the regular election comes, you're going to hear universal health care as a right. That's the big thing, universal health care. But what do they mean by that? They mean you have the right to get diagnosed, and you have the right to get drugged, and you have the right to have radiation and chemotherapy and surgery. Who does that benefit? With the exception, obviously, of trauma, mechanical trauma, and acute issues. That doesn't benefit the people. It benefits the drug industry. I think Hillary Clinton is taking hundreds of thousands of dollars a year from drug companies. Universal health care, free health care. Health care is a right. You're hearing political poodles doing the bidding of lobbyists and drug companies and greedy representatives. And I'm not even going to go into that Martin Shkreli guy, $3,000 a pill. You know, it's not just him. He's just a scapegoat. Anyway, defense equals inflammation equals immunity. Fats are a key player in this because the fats cover the cell. And once those fats are off, once we are deficient in the building block fats, and almost everybody is who's not using their ultimate EFAs, who's not taking essential fatty acids and eating essential fatty acid rich food, that's most of us, is at risk for broken down cells. And by the way, when it comes to broken down cells and immunity and inflammatory health issues, there is no more significant site of inflammation and immunity than the blood. Blood disease, blood cancers. You know, blood cancers have not changed really that much in the last 40 or 50 years, the diagnosis anyway. Survival rates have changed. We now can keep people alive longer, but we're still diagnosed at the same rate. Leukemia, lymphoma. Leukemia is like the number one killer for children. It's, you know, and when you understand that you take into account how we eat and how we live our lives, of course, cells are going to switch into this secondary emergency way of operating because they're being starved, they're being robbed of oxygen, they're being fed sugar and other toxins, not to mention radiation and EMFs and cell phones. I sometimes I wonder about my cell phone, you know. We were selling a couple years ago. There was a guy, I don't know, I haven't heard his commercials lately, selling a pocket protector for cell phones. Even just the radiation that's coming off the computer. Can you imagine how much electromagnetic energy is in our environment? I mean, if you think about it, this stuff didn't exist 200 years ago, 100 years ago. So in the last electromagnetic fields, our ability to manipulate electromagnetic fields didn't really get going until the middle of the 19th century. It's only been 150 years or so. As far as the blood, as far as blood clotting, as far as coagulation, probably no more significant factor is related to dirty blood, blood toxicity, blood coagulation, blood cancers, inflammatory blood than leaky gut syndrome, LGS. Leaky gut syndrome. Please do not underestimate the importance of this absolutely incredibly fundamental place where the body breaks down. Leaky gut syndrome cannot help but lead to dirty blood. It cannot help but lead to heart disease. It cannot help but lead to arrhythmias and anginas and all the other cardiovascular problems that are associated with dirty blood. Not to mention kidney disease, eye disease, just general feeling like crap. Inflammation in the blood is marked by the same kind of inflammatory features that inflammation, any other tissue of the body, manifests. Swelling, discomfort. Basically, once these inflammatory factors get into the blood, they get delivered. The body will drop them off. The blood system will drop them off in the joints. This is where autoimmune disease comes from. You eat a food, it doesn't get processed correctly, it gets into the blood over the course of time as the gut breaks down and these things leak into the blood. You get a blood response, and that is an immune response. You get a big clumping inside the blood with little antibodies and immune factors and the particles of food. And eventually those particles and the globbed up immune reaction mess that's in the blood will get deposited in your joints. It'll get deposited in your thyroid. It'll get deposited in various soft tissues of the body, and then you get an immune response in the thyroid, and that's called Hashimoto's. This is how autoimmune disease is related to digestive issues, to leaky gut syndrome. Dirty blood is a significant problem, not only because once the blood becomes dirty, it's going to deliver the stuff, and it's going to all the cells, but 7-8% of our body weight is blood, too. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. Got more to say, and your phone calls, 844-236-6010. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back after this.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Be sure to visit GCNlive.com today.
right, we are back on the bright side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Got lines open for you. 844-236-6010 is our number. If you have questions about health, nutrition, prescription drugs, or the longevity products, or the Truth Skin Health products, or if you just have a comment or success story you'd like to share, 844-236-6010 is our number. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear advertised on the program or recommended, please go to brightsideben.com or pharmacistben.com or criticalhealthnews.com. You can order products right off the website or sign up to join the Brightside Ben team right off the websites as well, or call the Brightside Ben phone team at 844-236-6010, 844-236-6010. From the University of California at San Diego, this was published last month in the Public Library of Science, PLOS1 they call it. High risk of leukemia linked to low sunlight, low vitamin D. How do you like that? Vitamin D is one of the most powerful immune-boosting vitamins. It's linked to the sun, yet we are supposed to stay out of the sun. We are supposed to wear sunscreen because the sun is this demon in the sky. Well, it turns out that through its connection to vitamin D, it may actually help lower the risk of leukemia, at least according to the University of California at San Diego. Study published in PLOS 1. So, blood clotting, blood coagulation, dirty blood. Doctors will call it sepsis, referring to bacterial sepsis, but I'm talking about subclinical sepsis, a sepsis that occurs gradually over the course of time, precedes all chronic degenerative disease. And once you understand that, doesn't it make sense to just try to figure out how we can keep our blood clean? Well, that's basically what we're talking about every day here on the Bright Side. Even if we don't specifically say this is about cleaning the blood, basically everything we talk about on this program, all the nutritional strategies, all the respiratory, breathing, oxygenation strategies, all the detox, including sugar strategies, involve cleaning the blood. Yes, you can also, by the way, use bentonite clay to clean your blood. You can use zeolite to clean your blood. You can use magnetic agents, chelating agents. Chelation means magnetic or magnetic attraction. Chelates to claw, to kind of stick, adhere to. You can use chelating agents like N-acetylcysteine and selenium and vitamin C to help purify the blood. You can have intravenous chelation. You know what? If you're over the age of 60, and you have unlimited funds, or even if you don't have unlimited funds, if you have unlimited funds, if you're a movie star, if you're, you have, as they say, FU money, you can do whatever the heck you want. You're getting chelation therapy every week or every month. Brad Pitt is getting chelation therapy every week or every month. George Clooney is getting chelation therapy every week or every month. Donald Trump is getting it every week or every month. Anybody who has money and has even a little bit of awareness of how their body works, or has a healthcare professional guiding them through it, is getting chelation therapy. Why? Because it is aside from nutrition and oxygenation, it is very likely the most important and powerful longevity, anti-aging, anti-cancer health strategy you could ever use, chelation therapy. Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton and Obama and John Kasich and all the other people who are screaming about universal health care really cared about health, we'd all get chelation therapy guaranteed by the government. Now, that I'd be willing to pay for. You know what? If they said we got to raise your taxes, not even. They don't need to raise taxes. There's plenty of money. But if they did say that, just so we can guarantee chelation therapy, now that's a health care program I could get behind. The blood is the life. It's the sacred space. It reaches every single cell in the body. All diseases preceded by dirty blood. And please do not underestimate the relevance of sugar. Sugar, or elevated blood sugar, counts. When we talk about dirty blood, we're talking about elevations in the sugar content of the blood. Kidney disease is a dirty blood, i.e. sugar, or dirty blood / sugar issue. That's why diabetes and kidney disease and diabetes go hand in hand. Sugar, after a certain amount, is a toxin to the blood. It's explosive, and the body has evolved incredibly sophisticated mechanisms for yanking that sugar out of the blood and controlling the sugar. You know, when you really talk about this triangle of disease, what we're really talking about is energy. The triangle of disease, the 3 points of disease, the 3 points that precede all chronic degenerative disease, the triangle, the digestive system, the blood sugar system, and the adrenal thyroid system are really about energy. Energy is the ability to do work, and this is the fundamental requirement for all